Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend, whatever you're doing. I am in the same general area as the video I did about 3 videos ago, where I was looking for some moose sheds. Only I'm going to work the other side of that canyon today. So on that video, I was working primarily the south-facing slopes. Today I'm going to stay in the pines and work the north-facing slopes. So I think by the time this is posted, this will be the 11th video for Minute on the Mountain. And I realize none of them are the same area. So some of you guys are probably thinking, why doesn't he just find a good area and stick to it? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, I don't know that I know where the good areas are yet. I haven't been doing this that long. But number two, I mean, as much as I like finding sheds, I like seeing new places and just discovering new areas probably even more than finding sheds. So, I tend to bounce around and try and go new places. So I've actually never hiked on this side of this canyon, ever. Not for shed hunting, not for hunting, not anything. So this will be the first time that I've been on this side of the canyon. So hopefully we'll maybe get lucky and stumble across some of those moose sheds, if in fact those moose wintered here like I was told. Thanks for coming along. We'll talk to you again soon. Well, the good news, it's not raining anymore. The bad news, both of the game trails I've hiked on this side so far have pretty fresh boot tracks on them. Obviously, they can't find everything on the mountain, so we'll keep going, but I need to come up here where it flattens out a little bit and kind of take a 90-degree angle off of this game trail and see if I can find a spot that doesn't have boot tracks on it. But we did get a break in the weather. Here's the trail I'm heading up now. See it working its way up through those trees. And if you look across there, if we were to go up and over that ridge, you can see that's close to where I went the last time I was up in this area. I was over a little further to the north and a little higher, but I definitely ended up working my way back down that side towards the end. Well, guys, do you ever pick a trail and at first it looked good and then about halfway through you knew it was a bad choice, but you're just too stubborn to stop? Well, I just spent about the last 45 minutes fighting my way through that thick underbrush from the top. A couple of times both feet and my hands were off the ground because I was suspended in that undergrowth. But I do believe the harder you work, the luckier you get. So we made it through all that. I dropped down in elevation. It's not quite as thick under here. So maybe we can find some stuff down here where it's opening up just a little bit. Well, guys, I thought I'd go ahead and do the Minute on the Mountain. I'm looking down at the highway in Logan Canyon is what you can see down below me, and of course the mountains further back still have quite a bit of snow on them. But the verse for today is Psalms 95, 3 through 5. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. It's a verse I think about a lot when I'm up in the mountains, when I just think about all of God's creation, from the depths of the sea to the tops of the highest mountains. Just how awesome, how powerful, how creative our God is, and how generous he is to bless us to be able to enjoy his creation. And then also the responsibility that comes along with that to be good stewards of his creation. So hopefully when you guys are out in the mountains and you see trash, or you see something that you can pick up and make it a little better than you found it, I hope that you would take the time to do that. And I certainly hope you're not leaving trash and throwing stuff down in the mountains, that we'd take care of this awesome creation that God has made for us. So that's the thought for today. Again, Psalm 95, 3 through 5. I'm going to start heading back down the mountain now to the van, and thanks for coming along today. Well guys, I'm almost at the top of the ridge. You can probably see we've gained a lot of elevation. I am starting to see some moose sign. I've seen some tracks. I've seen a couple spots with some droppings, and then just below me I found a bed that had some real black hair in it, so I'm assuming that was moose hair. But no sheds. But man, I have hiked a ton today. When I get up to the top here, I'm going to circle back around to the north and start working my way back to the van. So, haven't seen anything. Been putting an idea together for a video. Top 10 signs your outdoors YouTube channel is out of control. So if you guys think that would make a funny video, leave a comment and let me know, and that'll be one of the next ones we put together. But we still got the hike out to maybe find something, so we're not giving up yet. Hopefully we'll find something, and if so, we'll get it on video for you guys. That fresh elk sign. Fresh tracks right there, just past some fresh droppings. Looks like he or she, but it's not real big, it's probably a cow, ambled off that way. So I'm almost at the top. I'll get to the top of the ridge and work my way back down and maybe follow that trail around. Well guys, I made it to the very top of the ridge. I'm working my way back down, and it looks like we just found a little spiker elk shed tucked up in here into the pines. I've seen elk sign a lot, and even though I originally came in looking for those moose, I certainly won't complain about finding an elk shed. Let's pick it up here. Not very big, just a little tiny spike. Just been a good skunk on the board. Man, I'm so lucky I found that. I found it about 3 feet from here, but look if he would have dropped right here. I mean, every one of those little sticks is the identical color of that shed. I mean, I know which one it is, and you can still barely tell which one it is. I've got an owl hooting at me over in the trees there, and then just below me there's a grouse drumming, which, when grouse drum, that's one of my favorite sounds in the mountains. It's not as cool to me as an elk bugling, but it's pretty cool. So it's not just the stuff you get to see when you're up in the mountains, but even just the sounds. And then earlier when I was first hiking up, I could smell those mountain mahogany. They always smell real sweet to me at the beginning of the spring. So just a really neat day up in the mountains. Well guys, I stopped to grab a drink, have a quick snack. I'm still working my way back down. I was putting that elk shed in my pack, and I realized I had forgot to video this little skull that Andrew found the last time we went out. So I don't know what it is. I haven't trapped enough to know. I would kind of guess it's maybe a fox or maybe a juvenile coyote. But I would love to hear from you guys that trap and do more predator hunting than I do, what you think it is. You can kind of see the size of it there based on the palm of my hand. I mean, it's definitely, you know, it has canine teeth there on the front. But anyway, that was a cool little find Andrew found on that last video that we did, where he also found that nice set of brown 4x4 sheds. So he had a good day that day. But anyway, please leave a comment if you know what that is or have a strong opinion what that is. I'd love to hear from you. Like I said, I'm guessing a fox, or maybe a juvenile coyote, but I certainly don't know for sure. Would love to hear what you think. Hey guys, I just showed you about 3 minutes ago that little skull that Andrew found on our last hike. And I'm still working my way back down the mountain down to the van, and lo and behold, I found the same thing. This one's not in as good a shape. One of its canines is busted out and only has one left, but it's almost the identical size, same shape as that one I just showed you. So again, for you guys watching that know what that is, and even if you don't know definitively, but you're pretty sure, I'd love to hear what you think. I'm going to leave this one here, though it's not as good a shape. The other one that Andrew had was nice and bleached out white, had little canines, so that's how we took it, but this one was